can talk all about it here with me, love. That good satisfaction. Let's debate on it, baby. Find a resolution right now. Let's get it poppin' over here. Let's get it going and going. What's the hot topic right now? And let loose over here. We can keep it going, talking politics on repeat. Share your story with me. Got Ronda Robinson on the line to speak. About to bring the heat. Hey.
Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. I am Ronda Robinson, and I hope you are enjoying this wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you so much for joining us for Solutions, where we talk about all kinds of topics, right? Things to help business owners, authors, nonprofits, you name it, we're here to help, right? I am a former television anchor reporter. I've worked in public relations. I've worked as a spokesperson for the Birmingham Transit Authority. So I kind of bundled all that knowledge together to combine and create my company, Carmine Communications, where I help provide exposure for various businesses, products, services, organizations, churches, school systems, you name it. And so this is just one of the many ways that I help provide that exposure for my clients and others. And so glad to be able to talk with you on this wonderful, wonderful day. How you doing? How's everybody doing? Everybody's doing well? I hope so. We have made it, right, through a year of this COVID nonsense, right? And we're still striving. We're still here. And that is something to celebrate. I have joining me some wonderful, wonderful authors today. Today's show is dedicated to our authors. Let's take a look at them. We have Cheryl Lane. We have Yolanda Knight. We have Hugh Hardy. All of the authors who are here to talk with us today. We have a lot going on today, right? We have the George Floyd trial is going on. A lot of people talking about, whether or not they're going to get vaccinated. DMX just died. A lot going on in the news. Any of these things really standing out to you guys? Anything on your heart right now that you've seen in the news lately that is really touching you or really resonated with you? We'll start with the guy, since we got one guy on today. Anything touches? What's on your mind today, Hugh?
The George Floyd case is just with all the people going out and they're all saying the same exact thing, that they don't understand how the officer managed to come up with a way to just keep his knee on the guy's neck. Nobody's backing this guy up at all, and I don't see how this trial is going to last 2 weeks. It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what in the world the defense is going to present. They've got an uphill battle, but we'll see. What about you, Yolanda? What's on your mind?
Mine would be with DMX's passing. He went through a lot. He even turned to the Lord, and it was just so hard for him. You could see the struggle that he went through, and people just don't know, no matter how much money you have, fame that you have, there's still others those that are out there that are struggling on the inside that you just don't know about. And you never know what someone is going through, no matter how it looks on the outside. You don't know what they're going through on the inside.
It's so true. It's so true. I've been a fan of his music for years. And to see him evolve from the artist and the person he was when he started till now, before his death. I mean, it was really amazing to see him transform.
Right.
He was a huge talent who will be sorely missed. Absolutely. Yeah. Cheryl, what's on your mind today?
Well, a little bit of both. Hi, everybody. Nice meeting everybody. But I guess a little bit of both with DMX and with the vaccination. I was adamant about not taking it. I did not want to take it, but being in home care and going into homes, I just said, well, why not? Go ahead and take it. We try everything else. So I went ahead on and took the vaccination, shot. But everything went well. I'm fine. I'm here. I'm kicking it. So everything went fine. With the DMX thing, it is so. It's sad because we know a lot of people are struggling with a lot of stuff, and even though DMX was out in the open with his, a lot of people are suffering in private. And that's when you see the suicide rate and all this other stuff going on. But I'm so glad that he was out in open with it so people can see it and they
Yeah.
can see that he's human too and he went through it. And we can get through anything if we let people know what's going on.
Yeah.
So
And we don't talk about mental health enough within the Black community. We need to talk
it's
about it
yes,
more. We tell each other, oh, we're just gonna pray about it. Well, sometimes we need a little more than prayer. Sometimes we need to talk, to a
yes,
professional. Sometimes we need to lean on others. And it's even harder for the stronger ones, the celebrities, the people who are out front. It's even harder for them to acknowledge, when they fail or when they need help, because they have so many people leaning on them that they have
yes.
to be the strong one. But who do the strong people turn to? So you're so right. You're absolutely right. Well, we're going to dive deep and give you guys an opportunity, all of our listeners, folks who are watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to give you an opportunity to meet all of these authors and hear about their wonderful books when we get right back. We'll be right back. All right. Thank you so much to all of our sponsors. We are celebrating our authors today. Today, this is our author showcase, and we're going to dive in and chat with our authors about their different books. So I'm going to jump in and welcome Hugh. And Hugh, take a few minutes, tell everybody about yourself and a little bit about your book and how they can get it.
Okay. First of all, my name is Hugh Hardy. I'm a first-time author, but I have written 3 books based off of one character, and the name of the book is Mazer Brown: Rise to Power. The second book is Mazer Brown: A World in Turmoil, and the last one is Mazer Brown: A Season of Change. Now, I started off, it was kind of, I wanted a release from all the stress in the world, and I found out that it was very therapeutic to do my writing. So I went out and I started writing it, and it became fun trying to create the different characters and taking them through different life changes and everything. And after I finished the first one, I was like, I said that went pretty well. I let a few people read it. They read it and they enjoyed it. So I was like, well, this might actually work out pretty well. So I dove into doing the second book. And they came back and they said, when are we gonna get to see what happens at the end of the second one? I'm like, okay, well, you want a third one? Yes. That was enough applause and pats on the back to make me say, okay, I might be able to make this work just a little bit. Of course, had to make sure I ran it through the family, my wife, my two children, my daughter-in-law, and now I have a grandchild. So I'm trying to do something that'll just keep everybody running, and it keeps my creative juices flowing as well.
Do you have the book there? Can you
If
share
anybody,
it?
oh yes, I do. First one is Mazer Brown, Rise to Power. Second one is Mazer Brown, Our World in Turmoil. And third one is Mazer Brown, A Season of Change.
Okay.
Now
How can we
they can
find them?
all be found. Okay, that's what I was going to tell you next. They can be purchased through Amazon Books, Books a Million, Goodreads, and through Barnes and Noble. But also, they can also be found at the following libraries: at Bessemer Library, Vestavia Hills Library, and North Shelby County Library. So they can be checked out if you can't purchase them. So
Okay.
that
And
that, that makes it.
the
But
main
Amazon offers the books.
what's the main focus of the book? What's it about?
Main focus is the lead character is Mazer Brown, and she was a college student that goes from falling in love with her professor to becoming president of the United States. But the trek
Wow.
between becoming being a college student to becoming president, there's a lot of turmoil that goes on between a bad marriage, and a lot of other things in between that happens between Mazer and Michael. Michael is the other lead character in the book, and they go through a lot of different things. And it will, like I said, it grabs you from the beginning because it seems like it's just romantic, but then all the other things that follow into it hopefully will get your attention and make you want to continue reading it because there's a lot of world things that go on that I put into it in regards to people being evil and people not wanting you to succeed. And you can read into it how you want, but the character is a black woman actually doing all of this. So, and she has her main support system, which is Michael. His name is Michael Green as her support, and he helps. And one other little thing about Michael: Michael is psychic, but he doesn't let anybody in on it because he knows if he tells you that, what's the first thing you'll do? You'll turn around and you'll want to know, what am I going to do here? What am I going to do there? So he keeps that little secret to himself, and not even Mason knows
Okay. All right. Well, let's hear a little bit about Yolanda's book. Yolanda Knight is joining us. Yolanda, tell us the name of your book and tell us a little bit about yourself, and then also how people can get.
Okay, my name is Yolanda Knight. I live in Atlanta, Georgia. The name of my book is called Girls Pep Talk. It's an anthology. Um, it's just an anthology full of motivational quotations that are meant to inspire women and encourage all women. So basically, it's the type of book which I have here.
Oh,
Um,
awesome.
yeah. So it's the type of book that, like, say you pick up and you can open it up to almost any page and you'll be able to find what you're looking for. It was created to just be able to give you a pick me up any time of day. That was our goal. I was given a call. Someone says, "Hey, would you like to do a collaboration with me? I know you love to write because that's something I've always wanted to do since I was a child. I always loved to read, and I knew I always wanted to write. So this is my first book. I have another one that I'm working on. That will be my own, but I was very excited to be a part of this anthology with the other ladies.
Yeah, I think it's really cool the way you guys are uplifting. You're using your writing to help uplift and
Absolutely.
and focusing on women. I think that's really really cool. Now, how can people get the book if they want to purchase it?
I do have it on my website. I have an online boutique, and I posted it on my website. It's www.curvyloft.com.
Okay. All right. All right. And so we got Cheryl back. I was concerned for a second.
I
I said,
know.
oh my goodness, we lost Cheryl. So
I'm
Cheryl, tell
sorry,
us a little
guys.
bit.
I'm
tell,
so,
us, tell
okay.
us about your
I'm so sorry.
tell us about
Listen,
your book.
okay, I do apologize because I'm in my car and then I was trying to get it. I can hear you all. I could just see you all mouth moving. I said, "Oh Lord, let her go to me last because I can't hear it anything." But I got it on speakerphone now, so it's working.
Okay.
But okay, but I co-authored a book with 10 other young ladies. And everybody has a different story that they wrote about concerning their journey. And the title of the book is A Woman Journey, Embrace the Pursuit to Happiness. So, but my part in the book was about being worthy, um, just knowing that I can do something, but I didn't believe in myself. I didn't believe in my abilities that I could do, certain things. And that writing that part out and writing the things that I did accomplish, and I was like, okay, wow, God, I did accomplish these things. So why am I still feeling this way? Why I'm not feeling worthy of having, I guess, a book or success or whatever it may be. But when you realize it's something within yourself, and that's when I was saying I could relate to DMX about having different struggles. You don't know, like what's deep inside what he was going through to make him go through the things he did. So that was the same with me. Like I went through some things in my childhood, but and I think they did contribute to why I didn't feel like I could do certain things, but I'm doing them. But as I wrote it in the book, it kind of opened up my eyes to you can do whatever you put your mind to, and if God brought you to it, He'll take you through it. And that's what my part was in the book.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. And so where can people find the book?
Right now, the book is on the website, awomensjourney.com. And then also, you can inbox me for a copy. I have copies on hand. So you can inbox me at Cheryl Lane on Facebook, and I can, get your email address and send you the book. But of course, you could go to, like I said, awomensjourney.com, and it's on the website on Amazon.
Awesome. Awesome. So you guys got a chance to hear about some outstanding books today. Hugh has 3 available. And then we heard about Yolanda Knight's book, and how she's working on another book, and Cheryl's book, how she had this big, huge collaboration. So please reach out to these authors. Please check out their work. Please support them. And hey, if you're interested in becoming an author, you know what? After our quick break, I'm going to hear from the experts. They're going to give some advice to folks who may want to write their book. Okay?
Okay.
So you guys stick around. We'll be right back.
Okay.
And welcome back. Thank you all, everyone, for joining us. I see a couple of people who are watching. Yolanda, hey Yolanda, hey Shay. I think my mom tuned in for a minute. Hello, everyone. Thank you all so much for joining us, and share, create a watch party, whatever you need to do to get the word out about these outstanding books that are out there. So I want to
Okay.
give our authors a chance to offer some advice So Cheryl, let's start with you. What advice do you have for people who may be considering putting together a book? Maybe they've been thinking about it and just never stepped out on faith and tried it. What do you suggest they do? How do they get started?
Um, well, I would tell them this: if you, everybody has a story, and everybody has a story to tell. Believe it or not, research the book process. Talk to someone who has already written a book. I co-author another book, The I Am Woman. That was my first time co-authoring the book. Then I turned around and assisted my husband in writing his book. So when I realized going through the process, it was more easier than I thought. But on the other hand, when you're writing a story that is, is deep, it may have trauma, it may have issues that you have resolved, then that's when all the emotions come out. And that could be the only hardest part. But other than that, writing the book, it's easy. And finding the right people to go through. Yeah.
I want to say hello to Stephanie. Hey, Candace. Who else do I say? Hey, LaDonna. How are you? Hello, everyone. Thank you all so much for sharing the video, the live. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hugh, do you have any advice? You've written 3. And I know it can be really intimidating for folks who want to write a book. And maybe they're even thinking about self-publishing. I don't know. Is that a good route, or should they contact a publisher? What do you think?
Now, honestly, I tried contacting publishers, and I would think, it's just my opinion, that the first time through, you may want to self-publish, but now you want to include a lot of people, which is what I did the first time through. I got a lot of people just read over my stuff after I finished writing everything to see what they thought. And it was a little bit easier going to self-publish than would be to go through someone, because rejection letters, they can really hurt your feelings. But if you try to do it this way, you're going to be rejected. But you also want to make sure that somebody has looked it over to say, well, yeah, it flows or it doesn't flow, because a lot of times what you're thinking and what you're writing doesn't always come out the same. But you definitely want to get different some opinions to look at it and make sure what you got going. And I would suggest anybody that has a story to tell, start writing it. I told a friend of mine the other day, I said, look, take 2 weeks, write something down, take an hour a day, and dedicate yourself to an hour a day. And at the end of 2 weeks, look at it and then let somebody else look at it. If it looks like it's great, move. If not,
stop. So you gotta be willing and open to criticism, and you gotta be willing to hear and listen to other opinions. And you gotta get a little thick skin, I guess, right?
Yeah. Oh yes.
What about you, Yolanda? Now you said you're now interested in writing your own book now. What inspired you to do that?
I've always felt I had a story to tell. So I want to tell my story. I want to use it as a tool to help people experience things more deeply, whether it's fiction or nonfiction, whichever way I decide to go. So my focus is to get a response from the reader or to inspire a change in someone. That's what I want to do with my writing.
So if someone else is watching or listening and they are kind of where you are, they really have a story to share, but they don't even know where to start, what advice do you have for them?
Grab a pen and a piece of paper and write it down while you have it right here. That's all you have to do. That's the best way to start. And just don't stop. Just don't stop. Just like you said, you have to write it down. You have to, just a little bit a day, and just don't stop, and then have someone look it over. And then next thing you know, guess what? You have a book. That's your story. That's your story to tell.
Well, I want to thank our authors once again for coming on. And I want to thank everybody who is sharing this live video and spreading the word about the awesome work they're doing. Very quickly, I'll call on each one of you and let you tell our audience once again how they can purchase your wonderful book, how they can keep in touch with you. You may you may be meeting some new friends today, so they may want to watch you on your journey for your next book. So Cheryl, tell everyone quickly how they can reach you and how they can buy your book.
Okay, the book is A Woman's Journey. You can get it on Amazon.com. And then I also have books on hand, so you can inbox me at Cheryl Lane on Facebook and with your email address, and I can send you an invoice and send you a copy of the books.
Awesome. Hugh, how can folks reach you?
Okay, they can contact me at my email address, HRUSS7 @yahoo.com, and they can request a book and I'll get with them, or they can order the books through Amazon.com, Books A Million, Goodreads, and of course Barnes and Noble. And like I said, if they need it, or if they got any ideas or they just want to ask questions, email me. I'll be more than happy to help you. Not a problem.
And that's a
'Cause I
blessing.
enjoy helping people.
That's a blessing, Hugh, that you're willing. You can put that back up. Let's put Hugh's information back up. That's a blessing that you're willing to help people. So folks, take advantage of that. Take advantage of the fact that he's willing to help you along the way. That's awesome. How often do you hear that? Someone helping you on your journey. So please reach out to Hugh or any of the authors here, because they are here to help. They want you to check out their books, but they also want you to be successful as well. Yolanda, tell folks how we can purchase your book and how we can keep in touch with you.
You can purchase my book at www.curvyloft.com. That is also on Instagram and Facebook, Curvy Loft, if you want to find Girls Pep Talk.
Awesome. Well, thank you all for joining us. We really, really appreciate it. Good luck to you. Best of luck to you. And when you release that next book, we want to hear about it. Okay? Promise us that. We want to hear all about it.
Yes, I'll be back.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Already working on another.
Yeah, you're on a roll. You got 3, man. You just can't stop writing. So, I want to thank you all so much.
I'm doing the best I can.
You are. You're doing really good. So, do you think you'll continue with this story, Hugh, or will you try something different?
I will probably continue this one, but I'm also working on another one. This one's going to be a little bit different, but I am working on a 4th one, and I'm also working on it for my grandson. So.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Well, best of luck to you. I want to thank our panel of awesome authors for tuning in and sharing your story and telling us all about your wonderful books. And I hope everybody will run out and buy them and share them and all that good stuff. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. And we'll catch you on the next show. Thank you for tuning in to Solutions. We'll see you next time. Bye everyone. Thank you so much.